In today's video, I'm going to be explaining 4 reasons why I am bullish on Quant. And reason number 1 is because I think that the Quant Network is very special. When we take a look at the Quant Network, it is made up of 2 things, the Overledger OS and the Overledger Network. And I first want to begin by explaining just how special the Overledger OS is. When we take a look at the Overledger OS, what it does is that it allows individuals and institutions to build something called a multi-chain application. And in case anyone is wondering, what is a multi-chain application? A multi-chain application is an application that is built on top of several blockchains instead of just one. So for example, through the Overledger OS, an individual or institution, for instance, can, let's say, build an application that takes advantage of the speed of the Stellar blockchain while at the same time leveraging the security of the Bitcoin blockchain. That is how special the Overledger OS is. Through the Overledger OS, people no longer have to be stuck building an application on only just one blockchain. They can leverage multiple blockchains to build an application. I think that the Overledger OS is truly something special. And now that you've all heard about the Overledger OS, I now want to talk about the Overledger Network. And when it comes to the Overledger Network, it is made up of the Overledger OS users. And the Overledger OS users on the Overledger Network can share their data, their apps, their resources, and monetize them. And that right there is what the Quant Network is all about. I think that it is so extraordinary. I think it's very special. And the second reason why I am bullish on Quant is because Quant, in my opinion, is very rare. As a matter of fact, the maximum supply of Quant is around 14.8 million. And now, when I say this number, some people may think, oh, why is that even impressive? However, in reality, it's actually very impressive because, for example, when we compare this number to Bitcoin, the maximum supply of Bitcoin is 21 million. So again, right, you compare that to Quant, which is only around 14.8 million, it's a total night and day difference right there. And here's the thing, I also do think that Quant has a much better use case than Bitcoin, because when we take a look at Bitcoin, for the most part, it is just a store of value. It doesn't really have such a diverse use case. However, that is not the case when it comes to Quant. Quant can be used for gateways and staking. It can be used for developer licenses, platform fees, transaction processing, identity and account, and even for application users as well. The use case of Quant is very diverse. Unlike Bitcoin, there would never be a situation where I would choose Bitcoin over Quant. I would just never do that. I am hands down always going to be choosing Quant over Bitcoin. The use case is way stronger in my opinion. It's more diverse. And not only that, it's more rare as well. It's more scarce. I think Quant is such a no-brainer pick for me. And the third reason why I am bullish on Quant is because of QRC 721. And in case anyone is wondering, what is QRC 721? QRC 721 is Quant's very own NFT standard. And the reason why I find QRC 721 so special is because nowadays, a lot of NFTs are minted using Ethereum's ERC 721 token standard. And I actually think this is a bad thing because when we take a look at ERC 721, first of all, it lacks interoperability. It doesn't have the ability to seamlessly interact with other blockchains other than Ethereum. And furthermore, ERC 721 smart contracts are often susceptible to hacks. And this right here, if anything, I think potentially indicates how it's not very secure. However, through QRC 721, these issues that exist with Ethereum's ERC 721 pretty much no longer exist. With QRC 721, interoperability is no longer an issue, and also security-wise, it's a lot more secure. And I think all of this right here is actually very bullish news for the future of Quant because I think that the NFT market has a lot of potential. As a matter of fact, according to Grand V Research, they are predicting that the NFT market over the next 7 years is anticipated to be worth over $211 billion, which I think is insane. I think that, if anything, truly visualizes just how massive the NFT market could potentially be. So I think that Quant having QRC 721 could truly do wonders for them moving forward. I think Quant being focused on NFTs is clearly such a smart move. I think that the NFT market has unbelievable potential. And the fourth reason why I am bullish on Quant is because I think that Quant, personally speaking, has such a fantastic risk to reward ratio for me. And of course, that's not financial advice. But when I take a look at Quant right now, I believe that I am not risking to lose that much in order to potentially gain a lot in the future. And here's my rationale. As of right now, Quant is down over 75% from its all-time high price. However, on the contrary, do I think that Quant can go down over 75% in price from where it is right here, right now? I just don't think that's really a possibility. Of course, if I buy Quant right now, the price could go down. You just never know. However, I don't think it can go down over 75% from right now. I think the probability of that happening is close to zero. And of course, that's not a guarantee, not financial advice, but that's just the way I take a look at it. I think if anything, Quant is much closer to a bottom than it is a top. I think that the ceiling is very far, but I think the floor is very close. So when I see something this amazing, yet this low in price, how can I not be bullish on it? The use case, in my opinion, is unbelievable. And I think also on top of that, it is very rare as well. I am extremely bullish on Quant. And if you want to know my price prediction for Quant during the next bull run, make sure to go ahead and click on this thumbnail right here. I give a price prediction for Quant during the next bull run and I break down the reasons why. It's a very interesting video and I think you all would really love it.